course, Martin. He has got an absolutely beautiful pedigree, and as you suggest, he's likely to improve the further he goes. He may have the raw ability of the two, though.
Yeah, he might do, and it could play to his strengths. If he's learning on the job, it might just help him that the ground's a little bit slower, because it could just stop the race getting away from him in the same way. And maybe if he's doing his best work at the finish on slower ground, and maybe horses have duelled perhaps and are starting to tire up that hill at Newmarket, it could just drag him into the race a little bit more late on, if indeed that's the way that he runs and he's just a little bit green through the early part of the race. We'll wait and see. As I said to Angus, it's certainly a pedigree you'd expect to improve with age more than anything. He's actually a full brother to Wild Illusion, who we saw win she did win a Group 1 as a 2-year-old. She won the Marcel Boussac in the autumn of her 2-year-old career, but she didn't debut until the August of her 2-year-old season, and she was better still as a 3-year-old when she won the Nassau and the Lotte.
Yeah, and always felt with her, she won her Group 1 on soft, that she didn't want the ground rattling quick, so that may be no bad thing for Yabir. And on William Bligh, how encouraged were you by that debut at Kempton?
I liked it as a run. I just thought he blew up like he needed it, really, and I liked the fact that the jockey wasn't hard on him at all in the closing stages. I would expect him to improve, definitely, and he's another one. He's out of a mare that did her best win, her career best effort was a listed win over 1.5 miles on soft ground, so certainly on the breeding side of things, you'd be encouraged that not only would he improve for the step up in trick with a run behind him, but also that he should be effective under these conditions.
And you may have already mentioned this, but we were having a little chat before racing this morning, and you pointing out that Richard Hannon's juveniles, we've seen a few really improve second up.
Yeah, he's sent out a lot of 2-year-olds. I think 20-odd 2-year-olds so far have made their debut from the Hannon yard, and only a couple of them have won first time out. One of them, he enhanced the number from 1 to 2 at Goodwood at the weekend. But generally speaking, I think they have been improving for a run. He's already had a couple that have improved their form and won second time out from a much smaller number of horses that have had 2 runs. So the general theme is that they are progressing with a run. That doesn't mean that Lightning War isn't of some interest. He's by Lawman. He's out of a Rip Van Winkle mare. It's a really nice pedigree, actually. And if he has the raw ability to win, I'm sure he's sharp enough. But I do think that the Hannon horses, maybe more fitness-wise as much as anything, are just coming on a little bit.
Yabir has gone in. They all behaved themselves in the paddock. David Fitzgerald all behaved themselves on the way down?
They did. Master of the Seas, who was giving a lead to Yabir, just shied at something around about the furlong pole, just veered to the right, but no damage done. Other than that, they all went down very steadily and well, and Master of the Seas is going to be the last one to load. Master of the Seas is the last one to go in. 4-runner set, Yabir getting a little bit worked up, and they're off. And Yabir was the slowest to get going in this Betway British Stallion Studs EBF Novice Stakes over 7 furlongs with a run under his belt. It's William Bligh that takes them along to Master of the Seas, the all blue of Godolphin. The white cap Yabir is now following his stable companion, and the black and yellow just tracking William Bligh is Dane O'Neill on Lightning War. But it's William Bligh and Rob Hornby setting the pace and leading to Master of the Seas and Brett Doyle in second position. On that one's right on the outside as we look, that is Master of the Seas, and Yabir and Adam Kirby is at the back of the quartet as the field now come past the 4 furlong marker and head towards halfway. William Bligh has the advantage, side by side sharing second, Master of the Seas and Lightning War. Yabir is still last of the 4 as the field now come inside the 3 furlong marker and head towards the bushes. It's William Bligh with Master of the Seas now being pushed along. Kirby is giving a reminder to Yabir, who just looks a little bit awkward, head to one side slightly, and William Bligh is now being pressed very firmly by Master of the Seas. Master of the Seas and Brett Doyle just about taking over here to William Bligh on the inside. There'd be a neck between them. They're down into the dip, meeting rising ground the last furlong. Master of the Seas, William Bligh not going away on the inside. Master of the Seas still by about a neck to William Bligh. They run inside the last 50 yards, and Master of the Seas is just doing best. Master of the Seas wins first time out to William Bligh in second, a long way clear of Yabir, and last of the 4 was Lightning War.
Yeah, Master